Hey gang, here I come walking into the frame once again as a one-horse show. Hey, this is Bob. Welcome back to Pardee's Shop Shenanigans. Who knows what kind of shenanigans we'll have today, but we're going to find out together. Hey, through all the videos that I've been doing, if you're enjoying any of them, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bar so that you'll know when I post a new video. My goal has been to do one a week, but through the summer months, schedule just doesn't allow it. So thanks for sticking with me. We've been having some fun projects, and I hope you're enjoying yourself as well. Today is just kind of a miscellaneous video, really. I've been working on a 1989 Jeep Comanche that I picked up for $700, affectionately nicknamed it Mickey, Mickey Mouse, because of the mouse that was in the airbox in the very first video I did. What can I say? I majored in dork in school, right? Bad jokes, bad jokes. But today let's take a look at a different project. I've been harvesting some parts off of a 1994 Jeep Cherokee that I bought. I did a little footage on that a couple days ago. I'll air that in a moment. And talk about some of the stuff that I have harvested off of it, including a striker for Mickey. The driver's door doesn't close right, needs some work done there. But anyway, hope you enjoy. Well, I have a donor Jeep. It's a 94 Cherokee 4-liter. Bought it for $300, seems to be the theme. I actually drove it onto the trailer and bought it for the transfer case. Needed a transfer case for my son's 92 Cherokee, that green one there. So we got a new process 231 out of here that's in pretty fair shape, and there's nothing else about this Jeep in fair shape. So I am harvesting some parts, and one of the parts that I'm going to need is for Mickey. I need a striker. We'll show you that soon, the mess, but I think, pardon the reflection here, I know it's going to be kind of wonky, but I think, no, that's not going to work at all. I think that maybe, just maybe, I can't point far enough. Maybe this piece right here, I might be able to make a little template of that, and we're going to go over to Mickey and see whether it's close enough to the same shape that it would work cutting this out of here. Okay, so what I did is I pulled the post out of here, or the striker post. It's just bolted in there. And remember, there's a plate back here that moves around that's adjustable, so you can adjust where that post is in relationship to your door. I'm looking at this nice flat space here, and so I just did a little cardboard cut out of it, just a template, and we'll go out to Mickey and pull off the really nasty patch, and let's see if maybe if I harvest a little oversized like this, maybe I've got what I need to get Mickey repaired. Okay, as you might remember, this is a pretty big mess somebody made in here. Valiant effort, and it worked. The hinges are hyperextended, so the door stops about here, and you got to really force it in. But let's see. Let's get this repair out of here. And let's find out whether or not I have enough of the same shape that I can use some metal out of that donor Jeep instead of, I mean, I could take some 18 gauge and I could cut this all out and form it, certainly. But if this is going to be close, let's see. I think that's going to be pretty close. If I cut out that donor piece and I come back here far enough, I should be able to shape it and form it much easier than using a piece of flat metal and trying to get a little bit of curve this way, wrapping around. I think that's going to work. It's going to be up kind of high, so I don't need to go any higher than here. And I'll take a little bit lower on the donor if I can. And let's see what we can do about it. So you might be asking, why didn't I just take this from the front door of this Cherokee? We'll see how tight this corner is, and I don't have a lot of really good flat stock to work with. Kind of look at the shape of that. Okay, see what that looks like. Now let's look at the back. And you'll see the back door of this Cherokee has a lot more flat surface to work with. It's also got a lot more meat back here to work with. So when I put my piece of template up here, remember I wanted to have a little bit extra material here and didn't need quite as much up top. Mark this out, and what it'll do then is I'll be able to segment this if I need to. And then I can take this and I can roll it out if I need to. I can flatten this. I'll have more material to work with here to fit it and form it into Mickey than if I were to use this, if I can find the camera. Just a little bit less to work with here. So that's my theory. I'm going to stick with it, and gosh, who knows? It's a starting point. Let's get this cut out. And voila, there we go. Maybe next time I'll get a new cutting wheel. Come on, you little booger. I know we can get it. This is why we have tools, right? Okay, so there we have it. Now, keep in mind, I cut a little bit oversized. As I'd mentioned, I cut oversized so that I have metal to work with, but also because this bracket back here, I didn't want to be cutting into the bracket. I want to use this whole thing when I put this in Mickey. So now I've got something to work with. I can cut, slice, dice, and fit, and it'll be a whole lot easier than starting with a piece of flat metal and trying to weld this on the back of it. That'll be a project for next weekend. Okay, so now you can see kind of what I've got to work with here. I cut it oversized enough that I can cut back into good metal. I can cut a V in here. I could lay that out to take as much as I need to go down here. I can trim this back and weld it in here, or I could put it up on the seam. I've got a little extra metal to work with now and a good backing plate here, and it's going to be, well, probably better than what this rascal was anyway. Hopefully when we're all done with this, it'll be a nice, beautiful transition, and nobody will know there was a problem. Handful of bounty from harvesting. Son's going to need this for his Jeep. Switches are all broken out of his. Got a new striker. Mickey's got this handle broken out, or the button is missing, so I thought, well, I'll just grab a handle. A couple of bumpers for back tailgate for Cherokee. I know when I had my Cherokee, those were hard to find. I mean, not hard to find, but that was convenient. I got these limiting straps. I got all four. I got the 2 for the back doors and 2 for the front door. They're going to be the same as my Comanche. Kind of handy to have. Often find those are broken or missing parts. And a couple of covers here. And then what we'll use on Mickey to fix the door. So I'll see what other fine gems I can glean from this poor old thing. If you ever wondered what Cherokee looks like up underneath here, yeah, this is called Oregon Coast. Thank you very much. Rust much? I think so. Not sure what else we can get. We did get both of the tailgate struts. We're good. And gosh, not a straight body panel on it. But we did get this 231 transfer case that is surprisingly in pretty good shape. Chain's tight, considering that this Jeep has been ran as hard as it is. We'll just stick a new seal in it and we'll send it. All right, that's it for now. Let's go out and enjoy some good weather. Hi, Stanley. Keep forgetting the camera's rolling. Hey, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for sticking with me. Just kind of a silly little video with a few items to watch for and just chronicling my own time, having fun out here in the shop. That's what shenanigans are all about. Remember, when you're out and about, keep a look for those little hard to find parts, the ones that fail commonly, stuff that most people won't think much of, but for a person trying to restore or just put an old Jeep back on the road, it's meaningful. 84 through 96 Jeep Cherokees. Most of the parts from the front seat forward are all interchangeable with the Comanche. And then the Comanche, they didn't make nearly as many of from 84 to 92. 84? Yeah, 84 to 92. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. Parts are getting harder and harder to find. So if you would, keep an eye out. If you like what you're seeing, click like, hit subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave a message, would you? I've gotten some messages that are really fun, really great, and I'd love to hear from you. Go out and make somebody smile today. You both deserve it. Bob out.